Yeah, the shining golden signs. Let your inner sparking night. Fat treasure, growing bright.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Spike back again once again, and today we're here for #1 Sentai Gozyuger episode 23, and in this episode we get the debut of Wild I forgot the name of the form, but yeah, we get to see the new form of Goju Wolf in this form, and it looks really good. I thoroughly love this form. I love how it fights. I love that it's not super bulky, and I love the red and gold complementing each other. You know, and it really does look like an evolution of his base form. It's not too far from his base form. It looks like an actual like evolution of it, and the whole like Orca booster thing, I like that Mashido knew what it was and he knew how it worked. I mean, it makes sense that he would know some of these things, considering the fact that he's 10,000 something years old, and he most likely bro's been around the block, and he was the original Goju Wolf at one point. But this episode we get to see Rai and Rikuo, who are basically basically Rai is trying to basically bribe him, not really bribe, but like blackmail him and manipulate him into helping him do something, because it just seems like he says that Otto is like a really good test experiment for him, test subject for him, because the Shinkenger ring was able to get her to wake up from her coma, but if she ever took it off, it would she would go back into her coma. So he feels like the Shinkenger ring can do something for him, basically saying that it will bring him back to life. And I'm thinking, like, is Rai dead? Like, Rai doesn't look dead to me. Like, and he keeps throwing this scar on his arm, Rikuo's face, basically like blaming this on him and manipulating him into helping him. That's basically why Rikuo attacks the team, because he's trying to get the Shinkenger ring back from Fire Candle so he can give it to Rai. We also see that the Orca booster is really affecting Fire Candle to the point where he is becoming like a bloodthirsty, power hungry monster. And we do see that happen in this episode, where he does morph into this big another rider-esque kind of monster looking thing. But yeah, I know he's not an another rider, but I would basically say he's another Sentai, you know. But yeah, he ends up becoming this thing, and he's massively powerful, very powerful. The fact that to the point where even the combined efforts of Red, Blue, and Goju Red, Goju Blue, and Goju Polar can't really do anything to him. Like, even the rest of the team really can't do anything to him, even when he was in his regular Shinkenger form, in his powered up Shinkenger form. But the rest of the team are completely in the dark about why Rikuo attacked them. And we did get a good cameo appearance from a very important character from Shinkenger, who was like the rival. He was like the rival enemy character to the Red Ranger from Shinkenger. I forgot his name. You guys let me know down in the comment section what his name was, but I remember he had a really cool serrated katana blade or Muramasa blade sword, and I really loved that, and that's why it became one of my favorite types of swords. But he doesn't do anything really. He just fights. He doesn't say anything. He doesn't talk or anything. Apparently the queen just basically took his data and copied him, so he's not the real him. But that's most likely why he doesn't speak or anything like that. But yeah, so we know what Rikuo's trying to do. He doesn't outright even tell the team about what he's, what's going on or what he's doing. He doesn't tell anybody what's going on with him. He hasn't told the team about Rai or anything like that, or how Rai is the gray-eyed man who kidnapped Otto. He still hasn't told Sumino that, and I guess he feels like he wants to handle that on his own. this team really isn't a team, really. They're not like friends like that. So I could understand why you don't want to tell them or why you want to handle this by yourself. But y'all have been through enough at this point for you to be able to say something or allude to something. Like they've gone through enough in this season so far to have some kind of trust within each other. I mean, you guys are always hanging out together. As much as you guys say this is a truce and you really don't like each other like that, you're all just wanting to get your own wish. You all really seem to like hang out with each other a lot. I guess they're somewhat friends, but hey, who knows? But yeah, so we see that now that Fire Candle is, he ends up transforming into this monster. It's really hard to defeat him. And I did how like Mashiro did explain what the Orca Booster like does and what it is and where it came from. And basically saying that the Orca Booster can boost a Ring Warrior's power, but it turns them into, a bloodthirsty, kind of monster. And that's why it was sealed away. But Fire Candle's lust for power was the reason why it woke up again. So yeah, but the Orca Booster is a really cool, it's a really dope weapon. It's a really dope weapon. It's sentient in this episode too. Like it basically has like a mind of its own. They capture it and it's able to break out of the cage they put it in and save Fire Candle and like get him out of there and stuff like that. Like this thing was like it had a soul. This thing had a soul and it had a thirst for blood, I guess, maybe. But yeah, so while he's fighting this thing, we see that they're able to knock it out of his hand. We see that Goju Red and Goju Blue are able to have like make amends, type of thing, where even Hodu is explaining to Rikuo like how he's like, hey, I like how you're able to make people happy. I think that's awesome. Like, what is your wish? What are you fighting for? Stuff like that. And then like Rikuo was like, I never thought I'd get a lecture from you. Out of all people, I never thought I'd get a lecture from you. But yeah, Rikuo gets his second win, his new resolve, and they're able to take down both of them. Able to take down our Shinkenger villain, while also able to take down Fire Candle. And then we end up getting our mech fight. And our mech fight, we get introduced to a brand new mecha, which is Red Blood. It was called Blood Moon, and it's basically a samurai-based mech, and it looks vastly different from anything we've gotten so far in this season. And we even see Tegasor like physically put on like this mask, and it looks dope. It's a samurai fire samurai based mech. Really, really powerful mech. This has now become my favorite mech in mech right now. Next to the other one we just got. Was it Brightburn? Yeah, the other one we just got. Man, those two mechs are my favorite mechs in the series right now, or season so far. But other than that, they end up defeating Fire Candle, and he ends up he loses all his power. Hodu ends up taking all the rings that that Fire Candle was able to acquire. Plus, he ends up taking the Orca Booster. So maybe the other members of the team can also use the Orca Booster as well. Because they all can use it, would they all get a form like that? If they're able to survive it, because Hodu had to push through to really get control over the Orca Booster. But if they all can do it, we might see some really cool designs, some really cool suit designs later on down the line. But hey, I'm headcanoning right now. I'm kind of fan theory right now. But yeah, so after they've defeated everything, he's gotten all his rings and stuff like that. We see that Fire Candle ends up apologizing to Bouquet because he hit her and stuff like that, and then she punches him in the stomach. And I did like how him and Bouquet actually have a friendship. They actually have a real friendship, that kind of brother sister esque. He really apologizes to her. He tells her you gotta hit me back, and then she punches him in the stomach, and then she and I'm like, bro, Bouquet can fight too. She's pretty strong in her own right. You didn't think that was gonna hurt, but yeah, guys, this episode was great. I did like this episode. Next episode, we're getting Power Ranger versus Pata Ranger, and I'm very excited for that because that's one of my most favorite series. But other than that, if you like this video, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe. It goes a very long way. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys next time, and yeah, stay henshin.